Let's take a look at this problem. I'm going to use I don't remember what the book uses, but I use a slightly different variation of the formula. This is the formula I'm going to use to find our answer. Now, first thing we need to do is we need to identify f of x. Well, f of x is equal to 4x squared plus 3x. Pretty easy, that's a given. I started putting that step in when I'd get questions from students. How do you find f of x? It's given. So now I specifically pointed out. Then we want to find f of x plus h, which means I'm going to go wherever my x is, and I'm going to put in x plus h. So I'm going to have 4 times x plus h squared plus 3 times x plus h. Now x plus h squared I rewrite as x plus h times x plus h. This I use a distributive property. 3 times x is 3x, 3 times h is 3h. I've got a 4 there, and I'll FOIL these. X times x is x squared, x times h is hx, h times x is hx, h times h is h squared, plus 3x plus 3h. Combined together like terms. Hx plus hx is 2hx. Everything else carries down. Now multiply the 4 through. 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times 2hx is 8hx. 4 times h squared is 4h squared. You're going to see in the next section these, you no longer do it the hard way. Use the shortcuts for these, the derivative rules. Now step 3 is, now that we've found f of x and f of x plus h, is to plug it into this formula and then eliminate the h in the denominator, and then we're going to plug in our value. Okay. So we got limit as h goes to 0, and f of x plus h is first, so it's just this long piece. So I got 4x squared plus 8hx plus 4h squared plus 3x plus 3h minus f of x. Now you always want to put a parentheses here, assuming you have more than one term. Here we have 2 terms, so I'll put in the 4x squared plus 3x and h in the bottom. First off, we'll do a little bit of simplifying. The negative, the minus, it's out in front of this. We're going to flip the sign of both of these. It's like multiplying by a -1 or subtracting. We flip signs. So that gives you a negative 4x squared minus 3x all over h. So we got limit as h goes to 0. Combine together like terms. Here's a 4x squared minus 4x squared. Those are going to cancel. Here's a 3x minus 3x. Those are going to cancel. So we're left with 8hx plus 4h squared plus 3h. And I'm going to double check that. 8hx plus 4h squared plus 3h. Okay. Now our goal is to eliminate the h down here. And I notice on top I can factor an h out. GCF. Gives us 8x plus 4h plus 3 all over h. Now that I factor an h out, this h will cancel that h. So we got limit as h goes to 0 of 8x plus 4h plus 3. Now that we eliminated the h in the denominator, we can plug in the 0 for the h. So we're going to have 8x plus 4 times 0 plus 3, which gives us 8x plus 3. Okay, now the second part. They tell us to evaluate it at x equals 5, which means we'll plug 5 in for the x. So I got 8 times 5 plus 3. 8 times 5 is 40 plus 3 is 43. And that's our instantaneous rate of change.